Good morning. It's not Monday, but you're probably watching this on a Monday. Today's Tuesday, I think. I don't know. The jet lag is real right now, but I'm on my way to an event at the Swedish Chamber of Commerce, something I never thought I would say. I've been invited by Vitamin Well to, I think there's a designer who made some really cool gloves, and we're gonna go see them. I don't really know. All I know is I need an activity to keep me awake because all I want to do is take a nap, and naps are dangerous right now. Even though I love naps, naps are the enemy. So I'm gonna go check out the Swedish glove makers deal. It's gonna be a grand old time. I'll tell you all about it. I'll show you a little bit at least, because showing is better than telling, as they say. And then I wanted to get into a little bit deeper into the whole like sharing things I'm excited about subject this week, because I haven't been very good about it. It's a weakness of mine in general anyways, and there's a lot to share. There's a lot going on in my life, and it's really hard to do without the daily vlog, and I obviously want to be vlogging more. I've just filled up my time with a lot of other stuff. So, finding that balance, which is the theme of my life right now, balance, is kind of what I want to be doing right now. I also want to ride the wheel more. This has been really fun. It's nice that I can get on it, and it's kind of like riding a bike in the sense that, yeah, I can just do this now, which is great. Anyways, I should probably check the map and see if I haven't passed the Chamber of Commerce already, but let's go to the Swedish Chamber of Commerce in Paris. And if I got that wrong this whole time, and it's the Swedish something else, I'll put that on the screen, because I'm not correcting myself in real time right now. I'm correcting myself in the edits. I'm waiting for Sarah because she's the one that has the ticket, but now I'm extra excited because apparently this is on the 9th floor, which is pretty tall for Paris to begin with, but given where this building is located, I have a feeling that the view is going to be spectacular. The top of any of these buildings is usually pretty amazing, but I'm excited for that, which I'm going to share. See, that's like an object lesson. And I got to figure this out too, because I've got weird mixed feelings about like the ideas of sponsorship and brand deals and, you know, trying to find that right balance between making sure that I'm sharing what I'm doing, what I'm using, what I'm buying, the things that I'm enjoying, and not letting that process get corrupted by external influences, which I think I've been great about so far. To the exclusion of pretty much everything, I haven't really said yes to anything. Beyond a couple of things like Vitamin Well, which I enjoy drinking a lot, and, you know, Air France, which was just cool. Bad timing to try and talk, right, I guess, but anyways, we'll keep talking. The bell is ringing. We're definitely late. We'll see if and when Sarah shows up, unless she's already here and went upstairs without me. I just realized she may already be here because she's providing drinks, so we're just gonna give it a try. We'll see what happens. No, you're fine. How are you?
I'm jet lagged.
All right, jet lag, buddy. What can you tell me what's going on?
We are the Swedish Chambers of Commerce because Vitamin Well is Swedish, as you know.
Yeah, that's the connection. Yeah, okay.
So they do a lot of great events here.
It really doesn't look at you for some reason.
Even the camera is like, I don't want to see it.
No more caffeine. I'll take it. I'll take it. These sushi men, Lena, who I met a minute ago, who was not even on camera, so it doesn't matter that I'm saying her name. Someone here recently told me that the bread is usually a little bit fluffier. I get what she meant now. A little bit dense, but it's really good. The cream is delicious. Well, that was actually super fascinating. So, turned into a bit of a social event at the end there. Obviously, a little bit of champagne, and oh no, I already forgot the name of the cake. It's a traditional Swedish cake. I want to say it's Selma. It was really good, very puffy pastry. I had a great time though, lovely team. I always love hanging out with some Swedes. I need to go to Sweden to see if I can find a little bit of my ancestry one of these days. But in the meantime, the glove presentation was phenomenal and I'm gonna go check it out. We're gonna go to her store, like soon. Like, I mean, this is my vlog and I'm talking about being excited to do stuff, I guess. So let's just skip straight to that.
getting the royal treatment here. She's letting me in early and made tea. It's great. These gloves are amazing. How many in total do you have that you could be displaying? Do you know?
I have many enough for many visitors to come.
She has, yeah, she's made a lot of gloves. The gloves that I saw last night that she was presenting at the event last night, she made like 3 years ago and didn't even present until this year. So there's
many hidden drawers.
There's a lot going on in here. This is fantastic. Thomasine going to show us her neighborhood one of these days in the near future, so probably sometime next week. And then I've actually asked her to come on the podcast as well because she's a one-woman whirlwind of business and art and entrepreneurship. So I think she's going to be a fascinating tie-in to everything that we're doing in Paris, and there's a lot we could learn from her.
I'm looking forward to meet you all.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna need because it's still really rainy outside.
Hi.
Bye, thank you. She's so sweet. That was Thomasine. The store is named after her, Thomasine, and she makes amazing gloves, which I'm really into these gloves right now. Partially because they're really inspiring from like a fantasy perspective as well. I've been thinking a lot about, as we're doing all this world building, like talking more about fashion and the particularities of why people wear what they wear, the style of it, and then just a lot of her stuff just looks really cool, like it would fit into a fantasy or science fiction movie. She even did gloves for the movie Valerian, so she's already done some of that stuff herself. So anyways, someday when we're making movies, hopefully we can get her to make some gloves for us. But you'll see her on a French Friday here soon. She's gonna show us a little bit of the neighborhood here in the first. That'll be a fresh take on the Paris According To series because we haven't had anybody show us the first yet, and I think that'd be a great way to switch things up. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go have a little bit of a Dude Bro brunch. We're upgrading from Dude Bro coffee this morning, and I'm hungry. We're gonna go to the best spot in town for brunch that I know of so far, which is Holy Belly, or Holly Belly. I always mispronounce it. I think it's Holy Belly officially because there's only one L. But after Dude Bro coffee, let's have a little bit of a chat, a little further chat, both about kind of what I was talking about as far as like not taming my sense of joy and wonder at the world, like my wonder with the gloves, and also, working on and finding ways to better feel like I'm a part of my own community here in Paris. Meeting people like Thomasine definitely helps with. I have to get that on camera. A handshake is intimate?
A handshake is very intimate.
But what hugging is more or less intimate?
Hugging is...
I heard that. It was a good Dude Bro brunch. Those guys had a lot going on. They're very busy. Okay, I've got to find some supplies for the secret project, and then let's go home because I've been feeling super exhausted, and partially because I think I'm a little bit sick, which came as news to me literally because I got some labs done, and he just like, by the way, I think you have a throat infection, which apparently I've had for the last month. Just never even knew it. So I can't get into the doctor till tomorrow to get my prescription for the antibiotics that he says he wants to give me. So in the meantime, we'll just go home, rest a little bit. I am going to go to boom camp tonight though, so maybe that'll burn it out of me. Go get a little bit of exercise on. I don't think I'm going to film that though. Instead, what I'm going to do is talk just a little bit about some of the things I've been thinking about. And for those of you that missed out on a garage monologue, we'll do a chateau monologue. How's that for an experimental setup? I've got a lot of extra lights around now that we don't have the office anymore. And my sister gave me this awesome Mario question mark box light, which I don't think I'm back in Paris. Obviously a lot going on. There's a lot of work to get done. And feeling pretty good. The jet lag is really fading. Yesterday was rough. Yesterday was really hard. And when we went to the Swedish Chamber of Commerce, which I went because of Vitamin Well, for those of you who are curious as to what was going on there. It's a delightful Swedish connection to have, so thank you, Sarah, for taking me. And I'm really thirsty, and so this is working out perfectly. She gave me 2 crates full of drinks, which are fantastic. It's also like really ridiculously stormy out, and it just feels like endless rain and wind, and it's kind of nice, but makes me feel even more sleepy and wanting to be cozy.
And speaking of being cozy, things like that event at the Swedish Chamber of Commerce really gave me that sense of being, you know, in a homey environment. A lot of the people that were there have lived here for the last decade or longer. Thomasine been here for a decade. She had a friend there who's a tailor who's been here for 22 years, I think. So there's, you know, a sense of like community there that was really nice to get a window into. And then coming back to my own friends and all the stuff that's going on and just kind of getting into the swing of things. Like, life feels strangely normal here. And I don't know if we crossed a line somewhere along the way where that really started to feel like that was the case. But one of the things that's really important to me is regaining that as much as I can. I haven't been a part of a like stable home community since I left Pullman. I grew up in a town called Pullman, Washington. It's in eastern Washington. But, you know, ever since I left, I've moved around a lot. I've had, you know, 4 years in college, 3 years on the ship, and then that's basically it. Like, I was in Spokane on both ends of the ship side of things a little bit, and I lived on the road for a really long time in there as well, like 3 years on airplanes. And so finding a place that, you know, feels like home and feels stable, and having friends that you come back to and you dive right back into wherever it was you left off, catching up about life, catching up about the good and the bad, the stressful and the delightful. That's a really good feeling, and it's something that I haven't felt in a while, like just kind of stepping right back into the stream of things when it feels like normally I'm jumping from stream to stream and having to adjust to those streams. So the trip home was really good for also just helping me to sense, like, I don't know, just kind of working through a few things and hoping to get back to a place. I just want to get to a place, I said this in my last video, one of my videos recently, but wanting to get to a place where I get excited about stuff and where I enjoy that excitement and I don't take that away from myself by feeling self-conscious or weird about it. And I think developing a community and people that are consistent and a life that's fairly consistent, and that doesn't mean that there can't be new people coming and going, but having a level of that gives you a baseline and a group of people that you know that you can be safe being excited with and sharing that joy with and wanting to share it. And sharing it's really, really important. And one of the nice things about vlogging daily was I had like this outlet every day, which was really, really nice. And I miss that. I miss sharing the daily updates, sharing just kind of what's going on, where, when, like where I'm at, what's going well, what am I struggling with. I know that's something that a lot of people that subscribed and have watched for a long time are missing too, because I see that in comments and in emails and so forth. And it's difficult because like days like yesterday where I filmed a video and edited it and did the live edit and uploaded it in the midst of also getting some other work done reminded me of just how much of a struggle that really was at times. And it didn't help that I was like on the worst day of my jet lag and kind of feeling sick and just whatever. Because I filmed the French Friday, like the 3 gift ideas Friday. You can see my little plant. I don't know if you can see the way it's framed right now, but you could have seen it earlier. I've got my little agave plant up there. Where I'm at now and wanting to invest in the friendships that I have and make sure to stay in better contact with my family. I'm always working on being in better contact with my family because living abroad makes that an ongoing challenge. I don't know, I want to be sharing a lot of that stuff just directly with people that are physically actually close to me, proximity-wise, and also emotionally close, like people that are actual friends, and so wanting to give that to them in a way. And all that to say that, like, coming back to Paris, feeling like I'm just kind of getting back into the flow of what's normal, and simultaneously wanting to better experience and share the things that are making me happy and excited about life. If those things even exist, because sometimes I'm not even sure how excited I am about things, but yeah, it's a different season. It's a weird thing. Yesterday I was feeling a little bit of like the travel and sleep deprived tiredness and sadness, and today I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still tired and a couple steps away from being back in total shape, but I don't want to hide away as much anymore. Like I don't want to avoid people as much as I did 6 months ago when I was just totally burned out on my vlog. I don't want to avoid making new friends, and I'm enjoying making new friends, whether that's at a Swedish Chamber of Commerce or a workout class or just, you know, in random chance meetings. I think that's a sign that I'm getting back to a better place where like I'm feeling a little bit more stable and more secure, and it helps to have friendships that enable that. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. This was a monologue. This has been a mildly confused couch monologue for you since you didn't get the garage monologue. Sorry about that. But I all that to say, I hope it comes across that even though I'm a little bit like weird from the jet lag and have a little scratch in my throat and, you know, probably could just sleep for another couple of days straight, I'm doing pretty well. I feel like I'm on track. I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I feel like I'm
gonna be there in the next month or two. Well, as much as you can be. Life is nothing if not always trying to, improve, learn, and grow. So I'll keep doing that as well. I hope you're having a great day wherever it is you are, that you've had a wonderful week. I think this video is gonna be a little bit shorter, but that's okay. A lot of my vlogs have been on the longer side, so I kind of wanna mix it up and make sure that they're not going over long. And I also do want to get back to uploading a little bit more regularly, so we'll see how that works. Kevin might be coming back and doing a few French Fridays for me again in the near future, so hoping that happens, because it would definitely mean that we would hopefully get to a place where we have a French Friday every Friday. There could be some other good stuff on the way. I will see you, probably not for a French Friday this week, if you're watching this, right when I uploaded it, but, for more good stuff in the very near future. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy, figuring out how all these lights come together as well.